I'm not teaching, I am publicly learning. But hi and welcome to Learning for the Life in the UK test, part 152, some great British inventions of the 20th century, that is on the page 56. You already had television and radar. And now the bigger printed name is the name of the human, shortened name. So, working with radar led Sir Bernard Lovell, 1913-2012, to make new discoveries in astronomy. The radio telescope he built at Bank, that's not the name of the person, but it's probably named after the person, in Cheshire, was found for many years the biggest in the world and continues to operate today. So, working with radar led Sir Bernard Lovell to make new discoveries. So it's not Robert Watson Watt who developed the radar, but Bernard Lovell worked with radar. And that led him to make new discoveries. We know that some person worked on influenza and then discovered penicillin, and it was Alexander Fleming. I tried to find out how we could maybe remember, but we could just say Alexander Fleming. Sometimes the actual information is easier to store than something else. But we can make something out of inflammation, because as far as I know, penicillin prevents inflammation. Inflammation, Fleming, and then Alexander Fleming. Alexander Fleming because he has first his name. I confused him first with, I don't really want to say wrong names, but maybe it will come. And it will not will come with Ian Fleming. He wrote books, and his famous character is James Bond, which he developed. So, penicillin was developed by, against inflammation, by Fleming, Alexander Fleming. So, Bernard Lovell worked with radar, and that helped him to make new discoveries in astronomy. Astronomy is all about the stars. For example, that the sun is shining at the moon and not the moon itself is shining, and that we're observing how where the sun is and where the moon is and all the other stars. This is astronomy. The radio telescope he built at Bank in Cheshire was for many years the biggest in the world and continues to operate today. So he built the radio telescope. I don't know what it is. Let's just say it is what I just explained. But I don't know if it's even that. Let's just take something. Maybe it looks differently, but we can still imagine it. It probably don't look all the same. Let's say it has something, which I don't know the name of, and like a bowl, and then it's in the middle an antenna, and that antenna is sending out radio waves. They're hitting something and they are coming back. And these radio waves are not sent out in all directions. They are sent out, as far as I know, always in one direction, like this. Because I've seen in lots of movies, they have always this thing turning around, and it makes more sense. Why should an antenna sending out in 100 different ways? So let's just say this antenna is sending out always in one direction, and if it hits, it comes then back directly from there. It also would make sense with the bowl. So it has an antenna and then a bowl to catch it, and it's always sending now out. Now it catches, now it's sending out. It hits an airplane, and the radar comes back and it's catched by the bowl. And now this bowl, where these radio waves are hitting it, and that hitting it can cause some electrical or whatever, and then hearing when they are then able to hear this beep sound. That will fit with all what is shown in the movies. So he made discoveries with radar in astronomy, and he built the largest radio telescope. Well, maybe there's some differences between radar and radio telescope, probably. But just to understand what we're talking about, I think it's enough. We will then maybe later on, not in this book, but later on go into it. And was for many years the biggest in the world, so the radio telescope in Cheshire, the biggest in the world, and it continues to operate today. Now let's do morning stretching. For quite some while I need to rest my voice. Maybe we will come back and do a bit more. Maybe not now morning stretching. We're having a good and comfortable. If you participate in the morning stretching, this is your own risk. I have a good and comfortable stand. We're breathing in, and we're doing forward shoulder circles. And now backward shoulder circles. Go in front, up, back, and down. And another time. And now we are breathing in and lifting the shoulders up. And breathe out and drop them down. And breathe in again. And out. And again in. And out. And again in. And out. And the last time. And out. Now the apple plucker. Lift the arms up. And now reach high to an apple. Take it. And because apples are quite strong connected with the branch, we are not picking the apples, we're plucking them. So we're taking the apples, we're turning it a bit around, and then we harvest or pluck the apple. And actually not plucking because we're not making any false downwards. We're just reaching high. And now the last time. And now the shift up. And then a bit wider stand, we're breathing in, lifting the arms up to a T. And we're breathing out and we're shifting, and just with the upper part of the body are we doing that to the side. And breathe in again into the middle. And out and over to the other side. And again in into the middle. And out and over to the other side. And again in into the middle. And out to the other side. And into the middle. And now we're going out, breathing out and down to the knees. And it's REG, not rudder, REG. And we're breathing in. And out we bring the one shoulder in front. And breathe in. And out the other shoulder in front. And again in. And out one shoulder in front. Into the middle. And the last time a shoulder in front. And in the middle. And out, we're going down. And breathe in through the nose into the chest. And out from the mouth. And again in. And out. And again in. And out to the first leg. And breathe in. And out. And again in. And out to the other leg. And again in. And out. Again in. And out into the middle. We're breathing in. And out, we're coming slowly with a long back up. Now we're doing the column pose. Toes are pointing to the outside, we're having one little space between the heels. We're breathing in and lifting the arms up. And we're breathing out, we're sinking down and placing the elbows against the insides of the knees. Now breathe in, and pretend to come with the back against the wall. Breathe in. And breathe out, we're coming with the back up. And breathe in again. And out, back into the column pose. And again in and straighten up the back. And out we come into the thing. And in. And out into the middle. And breathe in again. And out we're coming slowly in one straight line up. And now we see horse pose. And in a good standing leg, we're placing the heel of a marble leg on top of a heel of a knee standing leg, because only if you can notice to injure yourself. We're breathing in and out, and we're sinking down. So we have a television and radar, and then also radio telescope was built in Cheshire, and new discoveries were made. So then a Turing machine, so the next thing, the third thing, a Turing machine is a theoretical mathematical device invented by Alan Turing, 1912-1954, a British mathematician in the 1930s. The theory was influential in the development of computer science and the modern-day computer. And now we're going to the other leg. So the Turing machine is a theoretical mathematical device. Now he developed it in the 1930s. As far as I know, it was used to decipher, to decrypt it's again of the Second World War, the way the submarines, the German submarines and other naval operations of Nazi Germany communicated. So ships need to be coordinated, and submarines going up again. And so when they are talking with each other, and that is decrypted. They are not just sending out, hey, we are right now here 20 kilometers before Dover, or we are just here in the middle. And where are you? We are here because we need to be coordinated. Where's what ship driving? What ship is? And we are sending now out where we are. And we cannot just send that. I don't know how we send it, but with radio waves or something like that. Or for Morse was it done? I don't know. And they are making secret signals. So we are saying, for example, if I say 5, I'm actually saying 3. And now the other person on the other ship knows if they are sending me a 5, they have actually sent me a 3. Now if they give me coordinates through, they're saying we are at position at the 4th register, at the 4th thing, at the 4th to the side. We are here, we are on your map, we are at the 4 centimeters down, 3 centimeters to the right. Then we know, the other ship knows 4 and 3, that means actually 8 and 9, so we're actually here by 8 and 9. Now if the enemies now here, the enemy people or the people who should not know it, get this radio because they are just in the air or something, catches these radio waves, and they are getting now the numbers 4 and 3. They think they are at 4 and 3, but they're actually at 8 and 9, they don't know where they actually are. So this is way more complex, of course. And so he built this Turing machine, a theoretical mathematical device, and that worked through all these codes. They were done every day new or something like that. And we just ended the morning stretching, we breathe in, and out, and again in, out, and again in, out, in, out, now close the legs, and out. So they are done every day new, because after some time they say, hey, by 4-3 Warsaw ship, that is not true, they are not actually at 4-3, but just through randomly another ship was driving here, and they have seen a German ship by 8-9. So they just said 4-3, but the ship was actually at 8-9, and now we know 4 and 3 means actually 8 and 9. And if it goes on and on, there are hundreds of ships, and they're seeing everyday stuffs, and after some time they would know 4 and 3 means 8 and 9, and all the other numbers. And so they start now to make it every day new. Today 4 and 3 is 9, and tomorrow we send new, the 1 means 9, the B means F, or something like that. And this Turing machine by Alan Turing could work very fast through all these numbers and find out what means what number today in 15 minutes at some time. And that was very important to development computers. I thank you very much, and until next time.